Feel the cruise? It's still your favorite intercontinental radio show, the Talkmewo African Hour. So stay with me.
You are tuned to Phnom Penh's #1 English radio station on Radio 1 FM 103.7.
All right, that's the much we could take on that musical break. Okay, right now we're driving you to the Euro 2016 updates where you get to know everything happening right now at the Euro 2016. A lot of upsets, a lot of very, 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 very high expectations at the moment. We'll talk about that on the Euro updates with Ken Gaddafi. When we come back, we'll discuss everything sports. Stay tuned. It's a Talkmewo African radio show right here on Radio 1 FM 103.7.
Hello, welcome to the Euro updates right here on Radio 1 FM 103.7. Ronaldo frustrated as Belgium finally clicks. Cristiano Ronaldo hit the post with a penalty against Austria as Portugal stumbled to a second draw at Euro 2016 on Saturday, blowing the chance to write himself into history. Ronaldo was foiled again in his bid to become the first player to score at 4 consecutive European Championship finals. He at least set a new national record, making his 128th appearance for Portugal to overtake Luis Figo. But the Real Madrid superstar will have bitter memories of the night after missing the 79th minute spot kick. The 0-0 draw at the Parc des Princes leaves Hungary, who gained a point in a 1-1 draw with Iceland, as the surprise Group F leaders with a game to play. Austria must win their final match to avoid going home. I want to return to Euro 2016, Russian hooligans. The Russian far-right football fan leader expelled from France over unrest at Euro 2016 on Saturday swaggered through a Moscow airport, his outstretched arms holding a Russian flag with a snarling bear, and vowed to return to France before the end of the tournament. Alexander Shripkin, who heads Russia's National Supporters Association, was among the 20 Russians fans expelled from France for disrupting public order after violent clashes between Russians and the English fans last weekend before their countries met in Marseille. The group was put on a flight from Nice to Moscow Sheremetyevo Airport earlier Saturday after French investigators were unable to slap special charges on its members, but said they suspected some of them were violent and well-organized hooligans. The fans expelled from France have denied taking part in the Marseille unrest. The other expelled fans echoed their leader's statement, swearing their innocence, and said their treatment had been unfair. Wales ready to qualify, says Bale. Gareth Bale said Wales' Euro 2016 fate is in their own hands as they look to qualify for the last 16 in a potentially highly risked match against Russia in Toulouse. Real Madrid forward Bale has been inspirational in Wales' European Championship debut, hitting the net in a 2-1 win over Slovakia and again in the 2-1 win defeat to England in Lens. Wales lie second in Group B, 1 point behind leaders England, but firmly in contention for a historic place in the last 16. A win in Toulouse, where security is said to be tight following shocking scenes of fan violence between England and Russia supporters in Marseille last week, will see Wales guarantee direct qualification. Although even the defeat could see Wales go through as one of the 4 best third placers group finishers. Bale, who scored trademark free kick against Slovakia and England to sit among the tournament's top scorers after 2 games, admitted defeat to England through Daniel Sturridge's injury time goal. But the 26-year-old said Wales' close group of players are in high spirit and ready to keep their dream alive. Well, let's quickly look at some scores and fixtures coming up. On Friday, Italy defeated Sweden by a lone goal. They left it once again late. How many times have we seen late goals in this tournament? Even the Czech Republic had to come back from a 2-goal down and to score 2 goals in the last minute to make it 2-2 against Croatia. Spain, the only team that has continued to impress without conceding so far, has scored 3 past Turkey and have already booked their ticket for the last 16 and waiting for the last game that will only be a mere formality. On Saturday, Belgium defeated Republic of Ireland 3-0. At last, the Belgians clicked and came out in firing form to go past the Republic of Ireland by 3 unreplied goals. Meanwhile, Iceland also were almost clinching victory, but Hungary came from behind again at the last minute to make it 1-1. And Portugal 0, Austria 0. Meanwhile, on Sunday, Romania suffered another defeat in the hands of Albania. Albania 1, Romania 0. And France and Switzerland game ended goalless as the French side could not fly over their neighbor Switzerland. And so that's all we've got time for on the Euro updates, and we'll be back to discuss the upcoming fixtures between Russia and Wales and England versus Slovakia with the pilot himself, who is the Deity, and we'll look at the predictions. Thank you for listening, and we'll be back for the analysis. Over to you, Emeka.
Okay, that was a match we could take on the Euro 2016 updates. When we come back, we'll talk about everything. The Oracle and the Deity will be giving predictions on what to expect in the games later today. In the meantime, take this musical break. I just wanted to feel like a champion with flavor on this one. When we come back, we will talk about everything from the local sports to the Olympics and the Euro 2016 on the sports section of the Talkmewo African radio show right here on 103.7, your favorite digital dial position.
So long for my light to shine. I've paid my dues, trying to be the best. Just believe dreams will come true. Don't be scared, you'll make it true. Gotta be strong.
You are tuned to Phnom Penh's #1 English radio station on Radio 1 FM 103.7.
All right, we're back again. Well. We're going to be talking about everything we talked about, everything that was reported to you on the sports section. Ken Gaddafi are going to be starting out with the games that were played over the weekend here in Cambodia. Naga World, very interesting. Naga World beat Western over the weekend 2-0 with a brace, 2 goals from Richard Omokafi. We're opening his scoring. I understand you talked to him right after the games, and he bared his mind to you. You want to tell us a little bit about that game?
Oh yeah, I think it was a good game. Both teams played very well. Starting off the game, but unfortunately, Western couldn't hold off Richard Omokafi, and he was in blistering form in the first half, and they got a brace, But in the second half, I think Western, or probably maybe Nagawa, took their foot off the pedal, and Western came off, and they just couldn't score. But the good thing was to see Richard Omokafi scoring, because he has been knocking. We saw his disallowed goal last week, which was completely unfair to him, and it was good that the coach continued to keep faith on him, and I think the inclusion of Kelechi to the starting lineup helped him, because I think Kelechi even assisted in both goals and took a lot of pressure off Richard Omokafi, and hopefully we will look forward to see him scoring more goals henceforth.
Okay, Crown on the other hand could not post a goal against Cambodian Tigers. That game to you, did he come to you like a surprise? Well,
I wasn't surprised. I told you earlier on when we were previewing that game that it seems that Crown has given up hope. They don't even really know what they want to do now. They dropped Kelechi, who is their only out-and-out striker, and there's no adequate replacement for that. Since the loss of Bisan George and the loss of Shen Buisin, they've not really had any good strikers. So if you don't have strikers, how do you score goals? But I heard that they are trying to get Bisan George back. Maybe if he comes, I don't know how helpful it could be, but let's wait and see.
Okay. Army arresting police. I thought the duty of the police is to arrest people who default, but the army arrested police 2-0 over the weekend. Do you have words for that?
The form of the army these days really are threatening every team and becoming like Leicester City in the EPL. All the bookies are now putting the army inside they're putting the league as a 2-horse race. I spoke to Gareth Hollins from England yesterday, where he's currently holidaying, and he said it clearly that it's a 2-horse race. It's now Army and Bunket for the title.
Okay, talking Bunket, it was goals galore for them while beating Asia Euro 5-0. Does that goal look like a football match in the Premier League, or did it just come like a bonus for Bunket?
Well, the average goal the Asian Euro concede these days are 4 or 5 goals, and so it didn't come as a surprise. And one thing you have to know about the Bunket striking force is that they have probably the best strike force in the league, and so if any team comes unprepared, then they will be battered, and that's exactly what happened. 2 goals from Paul Omogba, 2 goals from Chan Vatanaka, and 1 goal from Unsamun did the good for the Bunket, and they are looking like champion-elect.
Okay, all right. Let's go a little bit international. Roger Federer was beaten by a little boy. Well, that may not come to me as a surprise, because sometimes talent has to spring up, because before Djokovic came into limelight, he was relatively unknown, but coming in with this kind of games, beating the big names, then his name became launched. But I want to pay particular attention with the fact that Federer will be moving on this year with no honors, except for his ranking attached to his name. How do you see this?
Well, I expect that that should spur him to want to do better, But then the young shall grow. Federer is 34. When he was a teenager, he was in his early 20s. He was beating all comers. So gradually, he's beginning to show that age is setting in, and he's probably getting past his prime, But experience, the older the wine, the better it tastes. So his experience will come to bear definitely, and hopefully he can turn things around, especially when he goes to the Olympics. But with the defeat he suffered from this young teenager from Germany, it's not a surprise, because the guy was young, he's faster. He had much better pace, and he did the job against Federer.
Okay, quickly without wasting time, let's talk Euro 2016.
Yeah.
2 big matches today. Russia meets with Wales, and England takes on Slovakia. What are your predictions for this game? Any reasons to attach?
Well, Emeka, I don't see them as big matches really, because it's straightforward. Of course, looking at the table, England sits top with 4 points, Wales have 3 points, Slovakia has 3 points, and Russia has 1 point. And now, between Wales and Slovakia, either of them could still qualify as the third best losers, So what are they going to play for? They want to play safe. I tell you the truth, So England is playing against Slovakia. A draw will invariably favor both sides, rather than an outright loss, because if Slovakia lose, then they might be in danger of not qualifying. If they finish in 4 points, then they would want to qualify, So for me, I'm predicting that score as purely 1-1, England 1, Slovakia 1. And on the other side, now Russia versus Wales. Yes, Emeka, this is going to be a win or go home for Russia. If they win, they have 4 points and they could qualify. If Wales draw, they have 4 points, they will qualify. So I see Russians coming all out for this game. Ordinarily, this game should be a draw, but I will give it to Wales 2-1.
Well. Okay. Okay. Well, the Deity, however it is, the Deity is going to try to give his own predictions as well. Well, for me, looking at the Russia versus Wales game, it's not going to be an easy nut to crack, though. But with Russia winning the last 3 direct matches against Wales, that is an added advantage. And the fact that they're sitting on the fence, anything could happen to them, means they're going to put everything aside, including distractions from their supporters and lack of focus, and put everything to this match. Wales, on the other hand, has it all revolving around Gareth Bale, which is a very easy way to cage the team. I do not see a lot of firepower from the Welsh.
Excuse me, I cut you short here. You see, the Russians have shot themselves on their foot. You understand me? France, all the fans and the officials, we really want them out. this will play against them in this
Exactly.
match, Emeka. You understand me? And they will put pressure. They will come out. They want to score. They want
know,
to win.
and if
Wales
you-
will sit back and eat them on the counter.
Look
And
at-
that's where Gareth Bales is very effective.
Walking statistics and looking at prevalent occurrences
Yes.
in this competition,
Yes.
you would find out that where the pressure goes is actually where the winning comes from
Absolutely.
in recent times. So
Yeah.
with that, I will say I will give the match to Russia.
Okay.
Worst case scenario will be a draw, but I'll leave it at 1-0 for Russia because I'm going to see a lot of tiki on the pitch,
And then what
which
about
may
England?
not even come
England,
as a goal.
Slovakia?
For England and Slovakia, I see it as a smooth sail for England. They've met on 3 occasions, and the English have won on all occasions. For me, the Slovaks do not have the firepower to withstand what the English will do when desperation sets in, because they need to hold on to their lead and all. And for national glory, I do not see them allowing Slovakia beat them.
Emeka,
Well, if I had
the
something
English
to
will shy. They shy away when it comes to the big
Well,
stage. That's just the problem.
Well, if I had something,
will
if I
be under
had
pressure.
something to hold on
Yeah.
from the Slovaks, it would have been easy for me to say, okay, a draw. But there's nothing coming from them, nothing to give me that energy to say the Slovakians would get a draw. So for me, it is a smooth 2-0 for the English
Okay,
on this
sounds
game.
good. We are completely on different wave this
Yes,
time around.
yes.
1-0 for you and 1-1 for me.
Okay.
For England and Slovakia, and let's see what happens.
Okay, but on the sideline, I am saying it. Russia would win, but like I always do, when I'm not too sure, I sit on the fence a little bit. I see a draw coming, so if you're having stakes on this game, you're putting out stakes, you're putting your money to it, trust me, you don't want to stake large for the Russia Wales game, because it may end a draw. But if Garrett is able to be caged, then that match will be a smooth sail for Russia. As for England and Slovakia, done deal. England is winning. On that note, we draw the curtains close for the sports section. And it's been nice having you guys and listening. And thank you so much for being with us. You want to be part of what we do? Follow our website, talkmewo.tv. Like our Facebook page, Talkmewo TV. And call us all anytime you want to see anything improved in the Talkmewo. It's been nice. My name is Emeka Mewo. I've been your pilot, flying you from 1 through till 3 p.m. Ken Gaddafi, the co-pilot, the Oracle, has been in the house. And it's been nice being with you guys. Ken Gaddafi, you want to quickly say bye-bye to your people?
Okay, thank you very much. And I want to say cheers to you and say bye for now. See you again tomorrow, same time, same station, same program, Talkmewo Radio Show.
For now, it's bye. We'll see you tomorrow. Take this song from Ricardo Banks and it says Machinery. I hope you enjoy it.
It's a shadow now, Dice. I see you. I dey see it, your man. You are looking at me like you know that. You dey found love. You dey stand and look me. Oh yeah, tell me the reason you're back in the beat. Oh yeah, that's like machinery. Oh yeah, take a grab somebody. Oh yeah, that's like machinery. Oh yeah, take a grab somebody. That's like machinery. Oh yeah, take a grab somebody. Oh yeah, that's like machinery. Oh yeah, take a grab somebody. Let me show you the holy, show you the high. The way you dancing, I don't know. I know nobody holy, but me I know the holy. Boy, I feel give you more up slow. Just to make it ginger some more, just to make it turn down for what? If you turn back, you turn to salt to you. Everybody gonna cause it Jori Kilele, and I see Lele. I am Bella Kura, Red and Benivada, Jori Kilele.